Okay, let's use rule-based symbology. In our last lecture, we got the data off of the OpenStreetMap with TurboPass and the Quick OSM plugin, and let's make some sense of this, right? As a recap, we have these massive attribute tables pulled out of OpenStreetMap. Beautiful thing. We can grab data from anywhere around the world. Pretty much everything that's there we've just grabbed about for Nantucket. But let's grab these. Let's work with some polygons. We'll start there. So what I'm going to do is go to Properties and Symbology, and I'm going to choose Rule-Based Polygons. And this is what I get. So we have one rule, and it's just the basic pink fill right here. Let's click on here underneath rule. This isn't that intuitive, but that's where you click. And we're going to call this buildings. I want to symbolize my buildings. And then I'm going to hit this, I don't even know what that's called. I have to Google that symbol. And go find the information in my attribute table. Now remember, we have this massive attribute table. So you kind of need to know your attribute table and how OpenStreetMap is designed. And the more you use it, you'll get used to this. But if we want to symbolize, actually, let's go look at it. If you want to symbolize your buildings, and again, this is always a good thing to do. Go into your attribute table and figure it out. Look for things called buildings. Yeah, what have we got here? I know we have a building layer. Oh, where are you? Did I miss it? I think I did. And this is the trouble. Building, right? So here we go. We have a building column. We have some yeses. Sort that. So a bunch of yeses. So those polygons are the buildings, right? And has some other information, the address and the city and stuff like that. But I just want to. All I care about is whether it's a building or not, right? And that's what this yes does. So when someone went into OpenStreetMap, they coded it as a building. It's telling me it's a building. So that's what we can use to symbolize all these. So we need building equals yes. So like I said, rule-based symbology. Click right in here underneath rule. We'll call this buildings. Click on this funky symbol. And we need to find buildings now that we kind of know. So building, we'll double click that. I'm going to click equal. Sometimes it gets it twice. And then I like to hit all unique just to make sure I'm in the right place. Double click yes, and that gives me a preview of one. That's a good sign. Tells me that it likes it. And I'm going to hit OK. And then now I have my symbology information, and I'm going to pick a gray fill, hit OK, and hit apply. And now our buildings are symbolized gray. You're probably thinking, okay, that's great, big deal. So what? We've done that before, right? Well, let's keep going. Let's look at the hydrology that we grabbed, the lakes and ponds. We already have that label, but let's say we didn't have that, and I want to use the OpenStreetMap version of the lakes and ponds. What I'm going to do is go back to my symbology, hit this green plus sign. I'm going to add another rule. I'm going to call this water. Hit the expression string builder. And my fields are, in this case, it's natural equals water. So natural. And it can be a little confusing because you have water. Maybe water equals yes. But in this case, natural equals all unique water. Okay. And let's put a nice blue so we know it's water. Hit OK. Hit apply. And there we go. Now we've got our water layers under this big giant polygon field or layer. Okay, so let's and we could do parks, or we could do it for symbols or for points as well. Let's go to the point symbol, rule based. Add a double click in there, string builder, go natural equals peak, and we're going to make that a triangle. Bump that up a little bit so we can see it easily. And that's great. Let's make another one. Let's call it, let's go, actually that's fine, let's leave that there. And hit apply and OK, and now we've got our peaks and our point symbols. You know, what other point symbols do we have here? We have these hills. I think mostly that's it. Not much for the peaks, but we can do it with lines as well. Let's remember from the overpass turbo query, I had all the different names of the roads. Let's go in and look at that. Look at our attribute table, and we've got you know, administrative levels might work. Let's see. Golf cart paths. Highway. We can do highway residential. Highway service. Let's go with highway. Make a rule. So, rule-based labeling. Residential, build an expression, highway, highway equals residential. Let's make it a gray line. Apply. Okay, and you can see most of the roads on Nantucket are residential, but we could do the same with. Let's turn my major roads off. We can do the same with the major roads and have an entire symbol set for all the roads. Here is the beautiful thing. I can take this property, go to style, go to save style, save it in, you know, my Nantucket roads QML styles folder, right? And I won't do it because, you know, well, actually, I'll do it. I'll do it in Nan demo, so I know later that it's. I can delete it later. And the folder is already set, and hit OK, and then I can go and all that symbology for all the roads and the hydrology, the lakes, and, you know, the different types of roads. And all of that symbology that I've saved, I can use anywhere in the world. I could zoom to Rome, download a chunk of Rome with the overpass turbo, add that style onto the files I've just downloaded, and all of that symbology is gonna jump right on there. So it is incredibly powerful. It is a little bit tricky, as you saw, to understand the attribute table and to know which columns, which fields, you know, are what you want. You know, there's a lot of stuff in here that, you know, doesn't really matter. There's, you know, a lot of nulls, but you know, you find the columns that have text in them, and think about it a little bit. And once you get it right, save it as that style, and then you got it. And then, you know, you can use that certain style all over. So takes a little bit to get your QML styles right. I'm going to give you some QML styles that I've done, put it in the resources folder, so you can start with those. You can edit off of those, see how you like them, make the adjustments, save it, save as, you know, just name it something else, or you know, save it however you want it, right? And start to create a library of QML styles that will latch onto any bit of OpenStreetMap data, and it's a pretty powerful way to do it. A little bit complicated with the attribute table, but once you get it right, you're golden. So powerful stuff, rule-based labeling, rule-based symbology, and that's it. Go for it. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time. If you'd like to get more videos like this one, you can go to my Udemy page and get the entire course all in one bundle. It comes with all the videos that are associated with this topic, as well as resources like sample data or templates or PDF documents, everything you need to really help you level up your GIS, which is what we're after. So appreciate your time. Go check that out. Type in Scott Lucier in the search bar, and you'll get access to you'll see this course there along with other courses that I have up there as well. So I appreciate your time and your consideration. Thank you. Cheers.